Community where millions share ideas, trade stocks, crypto, and beyond.
To the moon?
In other words, eToro, the power of social investing.
Is the hype too much? Am I ready?
I can't tell you everything, but if you want to make history, you got to call your own shots.
We going to the league.
太田プリミュージックです。バカか。出ていけ。語りがいいとも言えるぞ。語り。
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
2022 was the year cryptocurrency took over the Super Bowl, but this year the industry fell silent, running no commercials during the big game. Several exchange companies are now facing legal troubles, including FTX, which filed for bankruptcy last November. The company's founder faces charges for defrauding customers out of billions of dollars. The celebrities who were once the face of crypto are also staying out of the spotlight as they face backlash for promoting a virtual currency that comes with major risks. Our next guest says he, too, almost fell victim to the hype until he did his own research. Joining us now, Ben McKenzie, normally an actor by trade. He's now co-author of the new book entitled Easy Money: Cryptocurrency, Casino Capitalism, and the Golden Age of Fraud. So, Ben, just take us through your own process. What is it, the bottom line? Something seems too good to be true, then it probably isn't? Or what struck you as potentially problematic about crypto?
That's exactly right. It starts with language, actually. I'm a storyteller by trade, obviously, as an actor. And words are our tools. Words can be used for a variety of purposes, to inspire, to entertain, but also to deceive. And so when cryptocurrencies were calling themselves currencies, I have a degree in economics. They are not currencies. They don't function like currencies. They're instead investments. People weren't using them like currencies either. They're investments, but they're unregulated, unlicensed investments. Unfortunately, we have a sad history of this. In the 1920s, before we had federal securities regulation and federal securities laws, it was the Wild West, and the Roaring 20s was all fun until it all came crashing down. In the crash of 1929 that led to the Great Depression, the powers that be realized that we needed some rules. Unfortunately, these 20,000 cryptocurrencies are much more similar to unregulated, unlicensed securities. And unfortunately, a lot of regular Americans have lost real money.
Yeah, they have. And my question to you is, like, especially these celebrities, and maybe they don't have the degree that you have and all that, but what about the people managing their money? Like, how did this get so out of control?
You know, cryptocurrency is a very powerful and compelling story. Crypto basically became a story that it was going to fix all of the problems with our admittedly flawed regulated financial system. And so I think the story of cryptocurrency had a lot of power because most people could agree on the premise that our current system is deeply flawed. But unfortunately, that doesn't make the story of cryptocurrency true. As for my fellow celebrity colleagues, I obviously can't speak on any of their behalf, but they were given bad advice from their agents, managers, lawyers, whomever. They should have done their due diligence. But this is why we have a rule. You should not be giving financial advice if you are not a licensed financial advisor. These celebrities are not hawking car insurance. They're hawking unregulated, unlicensed securities or exchanges that trade them. It's a big problem, and it also hurts their own brand. They shouldn't have done it. Unfortunately, I only realized these things in retrospect.
Yeah, and so when you did the research on this with your co-author, I'm just curious, are there winners and losers? Are there people who are making off with tons of money with no consequences? Or is everyone ultimately going to fall victim to crypto?
Oh, there are definitely winners and losers. I mean, cryptocurrency resembles a Ponzi scheme or a multi-level marketing scheme. Academic studies have shown that in multi-level marketing schemes, 99% of people lose, but 1% profit. If you imagine a pyramid, then it's everyone at the bottom, regular retail traders, most of whom lose money. And at the top are the people that run the crypto exchanges, the venture capital firms, the people that issue the coins. Some of them are now facing criminal charges. charges or civil charges. Sam Bankman-Fried, who I interviewed in July of last year before he was arrested and charged with fraud. Alex Mashinsky, who I interviewed last year before he was arrested last week and charged with fraud. These are the people that would make money if they can get away with it.
All right, the new book is entitled Easy Money, Cryptocurrency, Casino Capitalism, and the Golden Age of Fraud. Ben McKenzie, thank you very much. Thanks for writing the book, and thanks for being on this morning.
Thank you, Mika.